hope that the whole community would kind of understand and they bring them back into the community and be kind and accepting and compassionate to these people who have suffered in this way.
After a tough 3 weeks of quarantine, the family of Thomas Eric Duncan returns to the community and to Dallas schools. Relatives of the first man to die of Ebola in the U.S. still face the difficult task of putting their lives back together. The Wilshire Baptist Church is helping find Thomas Eric Duncan's fiancee, Louise Troh, and also her family a new home after he was diagnosed with Ebola. I know you guys help out with that. This is Associate Pastor Mark Wingfield. You guys helped out trying to get the family a temporary house to stay in, but a permanent one still needs to be found.
Right. So we're actively working yesterday and today trying to find a permanent housing solution for Louise and her family members so that they can begin resettling.
Yeah, her son, Louise's son, is going to be going back to school today. I know some of her other family members that were being monitored went back yesterday. Have you heard how that transition going back to school went, and what do you hope for her son?
Well, we hope he has a smooth reentry, and I have to say that Dallas ISD officials have done everything they possibly can to facilitate that being a smooth transition. We've been very impressed with the advance notice they've given at the school and the leadership that the district has shown in making preparations for this.
No secret, the community city leaders came out yesterday saying that they're really worried about this, that Louise herself has a lot of anxiety. She's fearful. Your heart hurt for her just hearing about what it is that she's going through, trying to get back into the community and trying to get her family back into the community.
Right, and having been in isolation, I'm sure she doesn't understand the full brunt of everything, but enough to know that this could be difficult. And when you feel like that you have suddenly become the focus of an international news story and you're not well prepared for that, who among us would be? Right. That's a real challenge to think, are people going to treat me well? Okay, so they lost their house basically because you had to go in there after Thomas Eric Duncan, after it was discovered that he did have Ebola. They had to go in there and basically decontaminate the entire place. So they lost basically all their belongings. Well, they did lose all their belongings. We're likening it to a fire. If you had had a house fire and the house burned to the ground, and by the way, someone died in the fire, so you have the grief of that loss, and all of your possessions are gone except for a few small items that may have been saved. So no furniture, no clothing, no kitchenware, no food, no linens, everything is gone. Yeah, and grieving at the same time. And you're still grieving. You're dealing with so much. So her church has stepped up. What are you guys doing to try to help out here? Yeah, we're working with some other nonprofits, and we're working with the city and the county officials as well. We've got a plan in place. We're trying to secure, first of all, a place for them to live that will be secure, because security is a key component here because of the situation, and we want them to be safe and be able to begin getting their lives back together, but we've got to find that place first. And then we've got some nonprofit partners that are working with us and planning to help us refurnish that apartment in a very nice way. And I think the outcome will be good in the end. Yeah, trying to turn this thing around then. Trying to put a happy face on it. Yeah, I know that the two nurses that are still being treated at hospitals, do you know what's being done for them? I know you guys are with Louise's church, right. So you're working on that, but I'm assuming the Dallas Fourth community is so giving that it appears that the nurses are being taken care of in other ways. I know that there's a GoFundMe page for one of them, in Louise's case, we're working through donations that will come through the church that we'll handle as well. Speaking about those donations, on our website we have information on where you can donate. You can donate by mail or online. All the details on our website, myfoxdfw.com.